The Falmouth Commodores traveled to Durand Park to take on the last-place Bourne Braves Friday, looking for vengeance after a 9-2 loss there previous weekend. With Sean Hagan of St. John's on the mound for Falmouth, John Murphy of the Braves went yard on the first pitch of the ballgame. It was the fourth home run of the year for the Sacred Heart sophomore, as Bourne took the very early 1-0 lead. But the first batter for Falmouth in the second, Drew Dosh of Youngstown State, went deep on Jeff Thompson for his fourth of the year, as the Commodores quickly tied the game up at 1 apiece. Down 3-2 in the bottom of the fourth, Hagan gave up another solo shot, this one to Mike Ahmed out of Holy Cross, and of course, it was his fourth dinger of the year as well, as Bourne took a 2-run lead. The Commodores got one back in the sixth before Jonathan McGibbon of Clemson came up with 2 men on and delivered a 3-run blow to right field to give Falmouth a 6-4 lead, as the Commodore leading RBI man completed the 360-foot trot for his second time this year. In the ninth, the Commodores loaded the bases with nobody out for Jake Rodriguez. J-Rod delivered a sac fly to right, bringing Casey Turgeon home. The two batters later, left fielder Cody Blanchard grounded into fielder's choice, allowing Michael O'Neill to score, as Falmouth took what looked to be a commanding 8-4 lead going into the bottom of the ninth. It looked to be over after closer John Sims struck out the first batter, allowed a single, and then got a ground ball out to bring it down to Bourne's final batter. But the Braves battled as Sims lost control. Jack Reinheimer walked, Colin Moran walked, and then Austin Wins walked with the bases loaded to bring home the 5th run for the Braves. Then Sims walked Mason Robbins to bring in another before he was brought out in favor of John Colella. Colella got Justin Leeson to hit a grounder to third, but Dosh mishandled it as Bourne brought the score within 1 with the bases still loaded. But Colella brought the heat with Trent Gilbert at the plate, striking him out and closing out the scariest victory of the season for Falmouth.
The ball game here at Durand Park. The final Falmouth.
It was a good comeback, but then it got a little bit scary there in the ninth. What did you think of the game?
Yeah, I mean, the game went back and forth, and I thought that we had it locked up for sure, especially with Sims on the mound. He's been great for us all year. I actually had my turfs on. I was probably chalking it up to a victory, but he ran into some control issues. It happens to everyone from time to time, and he'll be back. He'll be back again. But I was glad I could come in and help him get out of the jam.
Yeah, like you said, you didn't even have your spikes on. You weren't expecting to come into the game. So how do you prepare yourself so quickly to come into a situation like this?
Well, I mean, it's pretty easy. I close it back at school at Holy Cross. And there's a lot of instances, not necessarily where I don't have my cleats on, but a lot of instances where we get in trouble quick and I have to come in without short notice, and so it really wasn't too big of a problem. So I just kind of ran with it.
Now you've been here; it's been half a season so far. Have you liked your time at the Cape so far?
Oh, I mean, I've loved it. It's playing against the best competition in all of the collegiate summer leagues, and then getting pushed by other guys who are great players on my team, and the team's great. Coaches are great. My host family is great, so I'm enjoying it.
What are some of the things you like to do when you have a day off?
When I have a day off, well, for the most part, because I go to school in Massachusetts, I'm from Virginia. I don't really see my family a lot, so they've been up the past couple weeks. So for the most part, just gonna hang out with them, go to the beach, and just hang around the house.
So they stay with the host family, or are they?
Well, my host mom is my aunt, actually. Yeah, so I kind of lucked out. So, back at the house, I got my sisters, my mom, my dad, and everyone there. So it's a lot of fun.
All right, well, great game.
Yeah, thanks.